Sagittarius, welcome to your end of January 2019 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. I decided to put my Organite pendant leaning against the pyramid. I got this off of Etsy, so it's actually something that you're supposed to wear, but I like the way it looks, so I'm going to have it as I do my reading. And yeah, so this is the Druidcraft tarot deck that I'm using. And so, ooh, glad to see that card because, you know, some of these cards I've been getting repeats over and over again. Oh, there's the Moon card. Okay. As you probably can tell, these cards are bigger than the average tarot cards, so it's like they take up a lot of space here, but I can hold them up. So for the heart of the matter, we have the Five of Swords for the end of this period in January. The Five of Swords, you know, one possible interpretation, you can see the person kind of hunched over in the background, and this person has three of the swords they're holding, and they've also are touching one at the bottom. They have all the swords, but how did they get the swords? Did they do something underhanded? Swords are connected to air energy. I connected to Gemini specifically because Gemini is the 5th month and it's an air sign. Whether there's any other truth in that, I don't know. And I think the number 5 connects to Mercury, so there you go. But anyway, the other air signs are Libra and Aquarius. This could be a person who's being very deceitful for some reason to you, and is not, I mean, this is not an overall positive card. This is a card of somebody maybe slandering you, spreading lies. In the workplace, this could be people conspiring against you. I mean, when the number 5, I mean, there could be other people. It's not just you and somebody else going at it. But there's a sense of somebody could be talking badly about you and you don't even know it. And this could be affecting, you know, your reputation. So for instance, if this could, like in your private life, if somebody is mad because you're dating the person they used to be with and they spread rumors, you know the drill. Just somebody who is trying to make you look bad. And yes, there's sometimes it can be that a person is doing something in an underhanded way to gain a victory, trying to gain control over a situation. And so it's like you win, but at what cost? So, but I don't think that the typical Sagittarian acts in this manner. So I have to believe that it's probably something involving you being talked about behind your back. And, you know, a campaign, a smear campaign, so to speak. So maybe there are people who are two-faced in your life. This could be in the workplace, for instance. In the past position, we have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. I love this particular illustration. It's so beautiful with the colors and the actual, I love that tree and the figure. But the Princess of Cups is connected to the Page of Cups, okay? I mean, it's the same card. And basically, in the past position, this can, to me, this is you perhaps being a little bit naive about what a person is capable of. Maybe you trusted the wrong person or people, and you believed that they were really okay, and they turned out not to be. Now, it's possible that this is only one person, but I have seen other decks that show multiple people. So I tend to think more of the office politics or politricks than anything else, but it certainly could be in a personal relationship. And not just a romantic relationship. This could be your mother-in-law going around. It could be some kind of narcissistic individual who does smear campaigns in order to, you know, make somebody else look bad for whatever reason that they feel like they have to do that. So, whatever. The higher message is the World card. The World card is the last card. Oh, that's cute. A little fig leaf in a strategic location. Actually, I don't think that's figs, but excuse me. The World card is a card that deals with endings of sort. It's the last card of the Major Arcana. So this could be something along the lines of you needing, since this is the spiritual message, it might be more like advice, that you should acknowledge that a chapter has closed in your life or is about to close. And I have found in my own life that when things are not going so well, that especially if it's been a while, that it probably is the end of that chapter. Like things might be running relatively smoothly, and then all of a sudden it seems like there's a lot of negativity, and that can actually be that you are meant to perhaps move on with a new job, a new relationship, and that something has run its course, and that's okay. You know, sometimes things are, you know, maybe they're only meant for a certain period of time, and then they run their course, and by continuing with them past whatever the due date is, that can just lead to negativity. So maybe it's up to you to see that there are endings here, that there are changes afoot. The challenge is the Hermit card. Now the Hermit card connects to Virgo. So if there is somebody who is a Virgo who maybe is this person, perhaps they're the one that is the enemy. Maybe this is the main enemy if it's multiple people. Also, the Hermit card in the challenge position means you may be not listening to, you may be like kind of discarding spiritual wisdom at this time. Maybe you've been too consumed with something of a more worldly nature. So for instance, if this is a job situation, you may be so focused on getting ahead that you are not seeing the negativity that's swirling around you, and it's causing you to pretty much stay in a place where it's not good for you, and make it you separated from spiritual matters. You know, it's interesting too, when I drew that World card for the spiritual position, I wasn't thinking of it in terms of the world, but it might be that the world is too much front and center in your life, and that you haven't been doing spiritual practices, which can kind of keep you balanced and having that higher perspective. Because, you know, in the major arcana, Sagittarius connects with the Temperance card. And if you've seen, I don't know about this deck, I should look it up, but in the Rider-Waite deck, they show the angel with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. So it's like the material and the spiritual. And maybe you've just been too consumed with the material. So, yeah. What is coming in is represented by the Moon card. Now, this may be a timing situation because we do have a lunar eclipse in Leo, fellow fire sign. And, oh, you know, it's interesting. That is very interesting because Leo for Sag is actually the 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius. So a lunar eclipse in the 9th house that connects with all kinds of issues surrounding perhaps travel. The World card is actually connected to travel. So maybe there is some kind of connection with you and travel, especially if, I don't know if perhaps you have been abroad, Sagittarius, and you have found that people that you thought were your friends are anything but. I don't know if that would have any connection, or if it's time to travel. If maybe you have put off a trip, or you've been making plans for a trip, and maybe this the World card is showing you, you know, this too shall pass, and you're going to be away from this. Maybe you're traveling to study abroad. I don't know. And you've been in university, and there's kind of drama among you and some people at your school, or I don't know. But the Moon card could be a timing card talking about that lunar eclipse. Maybe that's a change agent, a turning point. Well, I know it's supposed to be a change agent for everybody. That's what an eclipse does. But maybe for you it's a turning point. The Moon card speaks of, you know, things that have not really been exposed. You know, deception perhaps, and sometimes at the full moon is connected to secrets getting revealed. So, you know, maybe with a lunar eclipse, it's like big time unveiling of things where people have deceived others being revealed so that people can see exactly what another person really is all about. The Moon card, too, is about your spiritual gifts, your intuition. So again, you know, as building on that last statement that I made about, you know, with the Hermit in reverse, maybe you are turning to the spiritual more now. The outcome is the Two of Wands. And this is a card, I'm still trying to figure out about that. Like, what is up with that? An outline of a form with 2 poles that look like ski poles. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Well, they're wands, but I'm not following this. But in any case, the Two of Wands is the outcome card. And that's another card that can be connected with, it's not so much travel per se, but definitely relocation. So there may be something with that Five of Swords that is connected to, maybe it's neighbors, a neighborhood, gossips in the neighborhood, or your circle of friends, and you're going to, you know, you have an opportunity to travel, or to, travel for work, travel for school, and you're getting away from that. Wands energy is expansive, and it just may be that you're not sure if you want to do it, because when you have the number 2, you may be making a choice about the matter. Now, if this is a relationship issue, it may be that you know in your heart of hearts that you need to end something. And the Two of Wands can be you choosing. It's possible that one of the people will be a fire sign, I suppose. Definitely, if the other person is like a Virgo, you probably will be more compatible with the fire sign. But that's just a generalization. Individual mileage may vary. So I can't say that for sure, but what I can say is that this can be a very exciting time, actually, with the Two of Wands, where there's something that is a choice, but the choice is actually very, it's producing enthusiasm, it's producing a sense of anticipation, you're eager to do it, and maybe you're also eager to kind of end a situation so that you can move forward in your life. I mean, that might be the big thing. So, thinking about this time period, as we are going into the end of January, we have that lunar eclipse in Leo, but we also have the sun going into Aquarius. And Aquarius is a friendly angle to Sagittarius. It's a sextile because it's an air sign. And so this can be a very great time for you, Sag. And you may be actually very communicative and maybe wanting to learn something. So again, maybe that has to do with the world where you're traveling to learn some kind of a skill, or just maybe teaching yourself in some capacity. And that sense of expansiveness that comes with travel is definitely indicated with the Wands energy in the final position. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a private reading, the link to my website is below. Have a great rest of January. Take care. Bye.